Hi and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year. We made it. We made it. So I thought, first of all, let's get ready. I mean, because new year, new me, new face. Not really. But I found a couple of products that I don't know that I've used before. And then my sister's Christmas present got here. And I had an order come in from Amazon. It was a bunch of books, but in that order was also a new bronzer. Don't you get bronzers with your books from Amazon? Anyway, so I got a few new things to try. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my plans for, this channel over the year and all that. I mean, it's not like real plans, but like I have a couple of specific things that I want to do, types of videos. And we need to discuss because we family. So we'll talk about it. So let's put a face on. I've primed with that YSL Blur Primer. Y'all, this nice, y'all. That's nice. I mean, is it like whatever price nice? No, but it's nice enough to use up that sample. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so it's winter, so my hands are like dry, and I keep putting lotion on, and then I can't open things. Struggle is real. Anyway, that's my horn. Let's get going. Can we please just shut up and get going? Okay, I'll put this on while we talk. So this is the last foundation that I have in my collection that I actually haven't tried. And I bought this. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation, the hydrating one. I have it in Fair 20N. And I kept in the box so that I would know I hadn't tried it before. And yeah, I picked it up. I think it was like super duper on sale. And I was like, I know I want to try that. And then I just hadn't had a minute. So I'm now trying it. So we'll try this today and some other new things as we go. It's not like a big old haul, but there's a couple of products that I'm excited to try. Before we do that, let's prime our eyes. Sometimes I don't like how that kind of goes together afterwards. So let's just prime our eyes real quick. This is the Revlon Candid Concealer in Fair 005. Close. Y'all, I threw my $1 billion beauty sponge away. I mean, I thought if we're going to start this year right, throw away the 2020 sponge. I think I got that in my September BoxyCharm, something like that. So it's been several months, and that's good enough. That's good enough to keep a sponge for a few months. I washed it quite frequently. Not every day, but almost every day, before I used it kind of thing. And so it stayed relatively clean. I only had one small nick in it, like one small little tear. And so it held up really well, and I'm really happy about it. This bad boy is something from Target. This is from a few years ago. And they had this in their little $5 stocking stuffer section, again, several years ago, not recently. And it's a no-name sponge. It is not this big until you wet it, obviously. It is super soft and super good. And once I had one, my husband and I went back and scoured Target looking for another. So we went scoured looking for another, and I think I got two more. This is the third of the three that I owned. This was several years ago. They were so good, but I decided I'll treat myself, and we're gonna use this sponge. Okay. So let's I have no idea. I think this is like kind of lighter coverage. I think maybe, I don't know, 20, what'd I say, 20N? That sounds about right. It's kind of liquidy. Not as liquidy as Pat McGrath was yesterday, let me tell you. Shall we use our Estee Lauder? It's not really Estee Lauder, but that's what it reminds me of. Let's paint her on. Well, that's got probably more coverage than I anticipated. Cool. Okay, so let's talk as we blend. Let's talk about what I would like to do this year channel-wise. So this channel started in 2020, and it was at the end of summer after many years of debating starting a channel. I think I registered for the channel in 2017. It took me that long to start the channel. So anyway, it's been a long time coming, this channel. And I thought, I'll just make videos and we'll have a good time, and that's exactly what we've done. Like, there's no uploading schedule, which may drive some of you crazy. Some of you may not care. I'll switch about it. I work, and some days I work some pretty long hours. Some days I don't. It just depends. And so I don't necessarily want to make my channel or video uploading schedule something that is a requirement for my day. It is simply for my amusement and enjoyment to hang out with y'all and chat about makeup. Like, that's what this is for. There's no ulterior motive. There's nothing. This is not marketing for anything. This is literally just me hanging out with my friends that I've met on the internet and talking about, like, that's what I want. And that's what it's turned out to be, which makes me pleased beyond all measure. So I'm still not going to necessarily upload in any amount of, don't I look crazy? Any amount of schedule. I'm just not. We're not to that point, and I don't want to be at that point right now. So it will continue to be a surprise to you and to me how many videos I can put up a week or what I have to talk about. I would like very much to continue to do the types of videos that I have been. So Get Ready With Me's are probably my favorite style because it allows me to try out the makeup. You get to see it. Again, this is not a professional setup in any way, shape, or form. So it will not be. Sorry. There are many, many professional YouTubers out there, and you can go see them, and they are stunningly gorgeous, and they do all the things, and they edit, and they do all that. This is going to be your friend Leanne hanging out, trying out makeup, and having a good time. That's what this is going to be. So it will continue to be that. Good gracious. I exfoliated before we started, and I have a little bit of dead skin right around my nose. Okay, well, I'm glad I exfoliated. I have had a couple of breakouts. It's that time of the month. So this is the Pretty Fresh hyaluronic, oh, not hyaluronic, hydrating foundation. Let's add, I have a little bit more here on the thing. Let's add a little bit more on the upper cheeks where the hyperpigmentation is. And let's see about building a little bit here, and then we'll push forward. This is a nice looking foundation, y'all. I've been sleeping on it, ain't I? It's been sitting in that drawer since I bought it. That happens around here. But this is the last one that I had that I have not actually tried before. Every other foundation that I own, I've tried now, and that's great. So let's talk about trying and collections and all that. So I'm slowly getting through my collection for y'all and recording it, and I've decided to do it in bite-sized chunks where I do a collection within my collection. Looking at all this stuff would take way too long. I don't have the equipment to film in such a way, so I have to bring it all over here, and that requires a lot. So I'm going to continue to do it the way that I have been, meaning that I do a chunk at a time. So I'm going to do another collection video today after this has been filmed, and it will be my cream blushes. So all my collection of cream blushes, and we'll swatch them all. If it's a small enough like collection, I will swatch because I think that's helpful when I'm watching things like that. My eyeshadow palette collection, there was no way, but that is up. I've also created a new playlist for all of my makeup collection videos. So if you missed one and you don't want to have to go search for it to figure out what I called it, they're all there. So I have done my foundation collection where I show you all my foundations and tell you what shades I am. I've done that. It was a while ago. So many of you joined and subscribed long after that video went up. So if you want to go see it, go check out the playlist of my makeup collections, and you'll be able to see it real quick. I also have my MAC lipsticks, my highlighters, and all my eyeshadow palettes. Those have all been videoed. But today we'll do cream blushes. Just, you know, we're doing it. We're doing it, kids. That brush needs to be washed so bad. Okay, I think that looks really nice. Okay, ColourPop, go ahead with your bad self. It's not a very expensive foundation. So yeah, I think it's a nice shade match as well. That's a pretty good shade match for me. Thank you very much, ColourPop. Okay, let's see, what concealer are we gonna use today? Let's use Tarte real quick. She's sitting here. We'll use her. Okay. So we're going to continue to do like mini collection videos within my collection. That's definitely going to continue happening throughout this year. And we'll get through those together as time goes by. But with my eyeshadow palette collection video, I had a few comments and a few questions about how I use them all, and you know, how do I get to them all and things like that. And I had wanted to do something specifically about eyeshadow palettes and using them for my channel for this year. And I think I've got it worked out on what we're going to do. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to attempt in this next year to use all of my eyeshadow palettes at least one time, and either take a photo or a quick just eye look video, and then every week compile the looks that I've done with the palettes that I've used in that week. And I think that would not only allow me to use all my palettes and get a lot of use out of them, but also be able to share that information with you in a very kind of bite-sized format, instead of there's no way I'm gonna be able to swatch all my palettes and try them all. Oh, you know, I will be here till the cows come home, and there will always be new stuff coming out. So I think this might be a good way. So we'll try and see how we like that format. So some will have video, some will just have a photo of the look, and we'll talk about, you know, what shades I used and how I reacted to it. Will it turn into a declutter? It might, if it was just that bad, or not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that's with Shape Tape. Just a couple dots of that. I didn't put any Jekyll Black on today, so there's no color correcting underneath my eyes, which is okay. And then I pulled this bad boy out. Do y'all remember this? The NYX Wonder Stick. It's a highlight on one side, and then it's like a contour on the other. So I thought it's like light highlight, medium contour, light medium or something. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the contour. We'll put a little bit. Okay, it is a little bit lighter. We'll put a little bit right up in here. And I don't know that I ever used the contour before. I mean the highlight before. We'll tap that in right there. And then it's the contour that I really want to use, because I like a good cream something. Okay. We'll see how this oh, it's nice and cool tone. Okay, NYX. Okay. Too bad self. That's nice. Let's see if she blends in. Let's use my little e.l.f. blender here. So anyway, we're going to try out eyeshadow palettes. And I don't know that there'll be any kind of system on, you know, which ones I'm going to try. I'll pull 5 to 7. There will be some kind of staple eyeshadow palettes that I kind of keep by my side on the vanity week after week, so that I can pull specific shades that I will need. I think one that will work really, really well is the Viseart like neutral mattes one. I just got this from a Boxy add-on. I mean, like, this is just a perfect, just sit it next to you. If the palette that you're using doesn't have a light enough shade for the brow bone or setting, you can use that. If it doesn't have a black, if you want to line, you know, with a black, or it doesn't have a good crease shade, or you want to warm it up or cool it down, I think that will be a good one as a companion to just use throughout the year. You know what I mean? Like, just in case it doesn't have exactly what you want or need, then you can just quickly snatch that, and they're all matte and all that jazz. I want to do a few videos about my single shadows, and we will do that throughout the year, kind of scattered in and all that. So I'll still use my single shadows. Man, that's pretty. Okay, NYX, your bad self. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. So there's that. All right, and then I want to use, I've got brushes everywhere. Back up, everybody. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I gotta tell you, my sister gave me my Christmas present. This real. These are the Guerlain Meteorites in Claire Fair. Look, I cannot describe to you the smell. It is everything. I think in one of my videos I said something about how I loved these, but I would never buy them for myself. And so she bought them for me. And it's beautiful. I'm going to try to use them to set my under eyes. Why not? I mean, good Lord, they smell so pretty. If you've never smelled them, go into a store when you safely can and smell them. Oh, what do they smell like? I don't even know. Okay, we're just going to set under the eyes with those today, and then we'll probably go back and use it as a finishing powder because I can't get enough. I want my whole body to smell like this. It smells good. Okay, let's use what's left on the brush and let's set our eyelids. I did a bougie get ready with me yesterday, and then these came because this package got like delayed in the mail for 3 weeks. You know, we've been victim to that over here. So if you have sent me something to my mailbox down below, I'm so sorry. It's probably not gotten here yet. For some reason, our mail, it particularly has slowed way down over here. So it's just not great. So I apologize. I will get to you. I promise. As soon as I get your address, I will send you something back. I promise you. I'm going to set really lightly with the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten foundation real quick. And I'm not buffing. I'm just tapping real quick just a sec. Because I think that will look really pretty over this. And I was right. That's really pretty. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's do brows real quick. I do want to continue to do hauls on my channel. And for those of you doing no buys or low buys, Godspeed. I have canceled my BoxyCharm Luxe box. I did that the other day. I took some kind of stock on what I received over the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. Last year, I guess, for BoxyLuxe. It's not, but the last 3 or 4 times that I've gotten it. And I've been subscribed to BoxyLuxe since it started. And it just hasn't been worth it to me. So I'm back down. I have just regular BoxyCharm and premium. I have both. And I enjoy those. And so I'm going to continue to be subscribed to that box. I'm interested to see how Ipsy's takeover by merger with BoxyCharm will affect what is in our BoxyCharm, and if it gets better. I hope that it does. I still do receive Ipsy Plus, I guess it's called. It's the medium Ipsy, and still liking that. So we're going to keep going on with that and see how we like it. I get a lot of products in those boxes that I would never have bought myself. I've discovered a lot of brands that I enjoy, and a lot of products that I get I use all the time. So I'm happy to get those and continue to use them. This is the Catrice Eyebrow Filler. That was the IT Cosmetics Brow Power and Universal Taupe. Quick brows. My skin looks great, y'all. That looks so good. Okay. All right, here's the bronzer that came with my books. It's an older product. This is the Sonia Kashuk Chic Luminosity Bronzer in 40 Goddess. It's beautiful. Jeez Louise. I think it was like $4 on Amazon. I don't know. I just was like, I've never tried it, so I thought I would. That's a lot. We got a lot. Okay. We're going to have to be buffing and blending. Lord have mercy. We're going to be a lot bronzier than I thought. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to buffity buff. And then we're going to take some of these meteorites and buffity buff over top of that. Oh my gosh. That's pigmented. I'll tell you that. It is quite warm. It's a little bit red, which I really like. That looks really good on my skin tone because when I go out into the sun, the shade that I get is red. It is not bronze. It is not yellow, orange. It's not tan. It's burnt. It's the shade that I get. So I think this is appropriate that I would have a ruddy bronzer. I want that side to match that side. There we go. We're now equally too much. Okay. I know it probably looks crazy. Don't you worry none. Don't worry, sweetheart. Sweetheart. We can actually do this too. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty though. Okay, so blush. Did I pull a blush? No, so let's use my little thing. So this is one of my Z palettes. It's a double-sided Z palette that I've had for years, and I pulled it out to show shadows, and I ended up kind of reorganizing some of them. And so we're going to use I don't even know what blush this is. Let's see, does it say on the back? Rose to the top. Maybe Makeup Keep. Maybe ColourPop. We don't know. It's a rose shade. We don't know what shade it is. Oh, we know what shade it is. We don't know what brand it is, but that's okay. Okay, we pretty. We pretty. So anyway, I've got this pulled sitting out here too because I've got some things that I depotted, and then I got some things that I've kind of remade it. I've made them into eyeshadows from pigments and things like that. So, and also, ooh, let me tell you about this one because this is like the coolest one that I own. I saw this. I don't know who did it. Maybe Jessica Braun, maybe somebody who took all of the colors in the original Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. It left and then it came back. Did you see it? Took all of the colors in the Comfort Zone and made a shadow from all of them. And so this is all of the colors of Wet n Wild's Comfort Zone in one shade. It makes the most beautiful single shade you've ever seen. I don't know why I did this, but I'm so glad that I did. I love it so much, y'all. That is stunning. So anyway, I pulled that out. It's also got my butter bronzer, which it fell out of the pan. It's got another Physicians Formula blush. It's got a NARS duo. Just random stuff in there that I enjoy. So I'm going to leave that kind of on my vanity in the coming weeks to see what I like and what I don't like out of that. And yeah, so we'll do that. Random. Okay, let's use what came in my stocking. This is the Revolution Sofx highlighter palette, and we're just going to take our fan brush and just swirl it, because we ain't going to be exact today. We just going to be pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. I hope that you had a happy New Year's and that you celebrated responsibly and safely. I was asleep by the time midnight rolled around. I'm old, so that's what we did. I'm okay with that. I'm okay being old. But we did, before I went to sleep, we popped the old bubbly. And by bubbly, I mean sparkling Welch's grape juice. We had a red last night. Yeah. That is something that we enjoy. So we had some sparkling grape juice last night. And it was nice. All right. Guerlain Meteorites on top. I look flawless. I look stunning, darling. Oh my goodness. I look stunning. That is so pretty. My complexion looks so nice. Ruth, thank you so much for these. I probably will be done with them by my birthday in a month and a half. So if you could go ahead and just put them on order, we'll take another set. Yes. I knew that I would like them. I just didn't know that I would be obsessed, and I am. Okay. I'm beauty. So beauty. I really want to use this on my lid now, but that's okay. We'll do it another day. We'll have a week of whatever's in my Z palettes, which God knows what's in them. You know what I mean? But today I want to use, I did a thing. I don't know if it worked. This is a ColourPop Jelly Much shadow in No Rest for the Vivid. It's like this beautiful pink, this just gorgeousness. And it was like all dried up and weird. And somebody in my comments mentioned that they just wet and do it. So I threw some setting spray in there. Oh, speaking of setting spray, let's go ahead and spray while we're before mascara. This is the MAC Fix Plus in Play. Y'all, this came in my stocking. Look, hang on. We're halfway down. Mr. Mugwump needs to go back to the Ulta. I love it so much. Anyway, so I put some setting spray in this and kind of mixed it up to see if it would come back to life, and it kind of did. So I want to try it real quick, and we're going to use the first of my palettes for 2021, and this one's one I have not used before. I used its sister palette. So this is an Ulta no-name eyeshadow palette, and it came in a kit with a makeup bag, a lip gloss, and 2 of these palettes in this shape. One of them is like a gold mustardy warm palette, and the other is this rose palette. I love Ulta shadows, and I really, really want to get use out of them this year and try all the ones that I have. There's a hair, and I don't know where it is or where it's stuck, but I can feel it. Anyway, so we're gonna try this palette today. This will be the first one of this week. I've got to find the hair. There it is. You son of a biscuit. Whew. Okay. So I think we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna kind of put a base on and crease and all that, and then we'll go into the jelly much on top. That's the plan, Stan. So let's do that. Okay, let's pull my little things. I do need to like clean brushes. That's something that I need to do, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's cover the whole lid with the cream shade here. Make sure that there aren't any creases. I'm a little bit tacky, probably from the setting spray, so just want to untackify so that it doesn't stick too patchily. You know, when you put on a darker shade and you've got a little tack to it, you don't want to throw it all down in one place. All right, let's go with the rosy shade for the kind of upper transition crease. This is a matte shade. Oh, I'm telling you, Ulta shades are gorgeous, and they blend beautifully, and they are really, really pretty. They may not be the most pigmented ones in your collection. A lot of us don't love super pigmented shadows. Don't get me wrong. When I want one, I want one. Juvia's Place will knock my socks off, and I'm so excited to use them. But it requires a certain amount of restraint when you use something really pigmented on someone as fair as I am. And so when I want a quick look, I don't want to have to use that much restraint or calculate exactly what kind of brush will put it on light enough, how much blending I have to do if I accidentally pick up too much, you know, that kind of thing. I would much rather have a shade like this that I can build up, but I don't have to worry about that. It's pretty. Okay, I'll throw darker in my lower outside corner down here. And basically I just want I want some kind of color to anchor this Jelly Much shadow, which will be the focus of this look. Because it's gorgeous. I hope it works. That's my hope, is that it actually works. She also suggested, the subscriber in the comments, suggested wetting your finger. So I can spray my finger too and use that if I need to. Or be like Trixie Mattel and just lick it. Oh God. Y'all ever watch Trixie put on makeup? She's got a channel here on YouTube, and she licks her brushes. It's great. It's so much fun. Okay, so that's a nice little base. So let's scooch that aside, and let's see. Again, this is called No Rest for the Vivid. Jelly pops are gross, but let's see. Let's see if she still looks okay. Oh, I'm so worried. Okay. Okay. Yep. See that blue shift? Thank you, my darling subscriber in the comments who told me never fear. You are absolutely right, my love. Thank you. I thought this one was a goner. I've had it for quite a while, and I literally thought I was gonna have to throw it away, but I don't. So again, I sprayed a little bit of setting spray into mine and stirred it up, and that seems to have done the trick. Again, she said you could also just wet your finger or wet your brush. Let me look up close real quick. Okay, I have a little bit of, yeah, a little bit of fallout, just I think from a chunk or two, because this is not, it's not super smooth now after it's kind of dried. It's not super smooth, but I mean, it is on my lids now, but when I touched it, Now I like my glitter to go way up because that's how I like my eye look. You can do it however you want to. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Okay, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit more blending on the outside real quick. But that's gorgeous. That is so pretty. I'm so happy about that. Put a little bit more of this kind of burgundy shade. And this works beautifully. I mean, this works so pretty. It blends really, really quickly and looks great. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's do, and there's like a lot of really, really pretty shades in here. I don't necessarily have one for the inner corner. I want like a blinding inner corner on this one. So it's not like a shade like that in here, but that is, I mean, I can't. I'm so pretty. Let's use like crazy inner corner. Let's do Stila Diamond Dog. This is another product that I want to get some more use out of. It is drying up like all the glitter and glows do, but I can get enough out of it to do an inner corner. And so that's how I'm now using it. There's not enough of it coming out to do anything other than an inner corner. Like it would take me forever to build this up on the lid, but it will do an inner corner beautifully. So let's do that. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Somebody needs to come wash my brushes. New me, new year, same old dirty brushes. Okay. Onward. Shall we do a line? I think we should. A line of eyeliner, you crazy people. Okay, let's see here. Shall we do, let's try this little Wet n Wild felt tip thing. I don't know if this will work or not. We're gonna try her. Gosh, I'm pretty. I mean. All right. I don't love that. I mean, I'm gonna continue to use it, but I don't love that. That's not the best. Okay, let's do lashes and we'll be right back. All right, so lashes are done. Used a couple of mascaras, trying them, you know, like together, one before the other. I don't love this combination. See how they're kind of like not up anymore? Not loving it. Here's the Jordana Easy Liner in Rock and Rose. That's what's on my lips. We're gonna fill it in with the Jordana Twist and Shine in Nude Chic. I love that color. I love everything about that. There it is. There's the look. I feel like I'm super dewy. And I guess it's because that the Guerlain meteorites are a bit glowy. I don't know. I've never used them. I'm assuming that they are. Is that what we think they are? Maybe we'll just pounce our powder brush right in the center of our face. Just a little bit, right there. Just a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Is it pretty? Do you love it? I think I do. I think I'm looking forward to this with like all the things, like my Jecca Black under eye concealer thing, to see how that looks. But I think that my base looks amazing. I'm so glad this Jelly Much eyeshadow is reborn from the depths. It has phoenixed out of the ashes. Thank you so much for that, because that's gorgeous. And these are, I'm telling you, Ulta Beauty shadows are really pretty. If you get a chance, if you get one that's in like a gift with purchase, you know, go for it. I think they're lovely. I think it does a good job of blending really easily, and it stays all day on my eyes. So I love it so much. Okay, cool. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you like this video. Hit subscribe. That way all my videos come into your YouTube subscription feed for free. Check out that new playlist of all my makeup collection videos, and tell me what I have that you'd like to see a video about. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.